Y'all goofy, man. I swear to God.
Oh, yeah, there's your problem there. You got a DoorDash. That's cool, that's cool. It's good to have a DoorDash, because, like, you ever wonder what you're going to eat tonight? Maybe you want a home-cooked favorite, but don't feel like going to the store, or you want something exciting and new, but it'd be great to stay in tonight? Well, DoorDash connects you with everything you want, whenever and however you want it. You can totally get what you want to eat right now, right to your door with DoorDash. It's in your computer. Along with restaurants you love, you can now get groceries and other essential items delivered with DoorDash. Get drinks, snacks, and other household items in under an hour. Craving late night ice cream? Got that in your computer too. That shouldn't be there. But you can get some at the store with DoorDash. Or maybe you forget that one key ingredient for dinner, or maybe you just need to stock up for the week. With DoorDash, get everything in one app. With over 300,000 partners, you can support your neighborhood go-tos or choose from your favorite national restaurants like Popeyes, Chipotle, and Cheesecake Factory. Ordering is easy, and all your items will be left safely outside your door when you choose contactless delivery drop-off. Should be so excited, man. So excited to get DoorDash in there. It's not just in there, it's in your phone. Actually, use your phone. That's primarily where it is active. With an offer that this thing I'm about to tell you about. For a limited time, our viewers can get 25% off and zero delivery fees on their first order of $15 or more when you download the DoorDash app and enter the code Nostalgia. That's 25% off and up to $10 value and zero delivery fees on your first order when you download the DoorDash app in the App Store and enter the code Nostalgia. Well, here one more time, of course you do. Don't forget that's code Nostalgia for 25% off your first order with DoorDash. Subject to change, terms apply. Oh, look at that. That's Chime. No one likes waiting on a paycheck, especially when you got bills due. Good thing there's Chime. Right in there, it's in there even more now after I did that. Look at how much Chime is in there. I really shouldn't do that. Now you can get your paycheck up to 2 days early with direct deposit. That's up to 2 more days to save, pay bills, and generally just feel good about your money situation. But Chime is more than just about getting paid early. It's also an award-winning mobile app, checking account, debit card, and optional savings account. I'm not chewing gum. So what are you waiting for? Hopefully not your paycheck. Get started with Chime today. Applying for a free account takes less than 2 minutes. Get started at chime.com/nostalgia. That's chime.com/nostalgia. Let's see what else we got here. Ooh! Fast stuff to say. Banking services and debit card provided by the Bancorp Bank or Stripe Bank. NA members FDIC. Early access to direct deposit funds depends on payer. And there, all fixed. What's a computer? See Doug play Jedi Fallen Order Fridays on Twitch. Hope to see you there. Fearing for his life, Salvatore goes to the only character who can make things more complicated.
The Joker.
Yes?
Yep.
Can it be?
He goes to the Joker, played by Mark Hamill, to see if he can get him off the hook.
Business. I got... Ooh, business! Sounds like fun!
Not only does Joker add a lot of energy and humor in this macabre story, but it's pretty risky when you consider the Joker is the B villain in this. How many Batman movies are there where he's the side character and not the main antagonist? Good Batman movies are there.
Can't be too careful with all those weirdos.
Well, that was the Snyder cut. Yeah. Well, he wasn't even a B-movie villain in that one either. He was just a cameo. Like, he was only in there for not even 2 minutes and then gone. So I guess that shouldn't
He's
count.
the perfect drop of chaos that raises the tension halfway through the movie. Like Steve Buscemi's character in Con Air if he actually did something. Also, how did Ponder Joker hands not become a meme?
Your hands are just as dirty.
When Salvatore pushes him too far, the Joker gets his revenge while Batman visits Andrea getting back from a date with Reed.
Whoa.
No!
Good night.
I go back and forth between Andrea acting cold to him, as it was technically her who called things off. Yes, we discover the reason why later, but she seems pretty harsh over a breakup she caused.
You still following your dad's orders?
The only one in this room controlled by his parents is you.
I guess you could argue she's let down by what he became and that he never led that normal life that he indicated he could lead.
I like the cape. Not sure about the mask, though.
You ever think of something skullish? Speaking of which, later that night, the Phantasm goes to take out Salvatore, but it looks like the Joker got to him first.
Yep.
Your angel of death awaits.
Oh, most people I say that to have a sad face.
Batman tries to put a stop to all this, but it looks like the police are trying to stop him as well.
Step away from the edge of the roof.
Oh, it'll find its way back home. Yeah, did they confiscate that or what?
We get position.
They get the SWAT team from the Blues Brothers, and honestly, this is a pretty suspenseful scene. We get the first drops of blood we've seen in any animated Batman property. Bruce takes his mask off to fool the cops, leaving him exposed. And in animation, you can get the antagonist as close as you want to him, just missing who he is, making this a really heart-pounding moment.
Andrea.
Hurry!
Just move the cloak and scythe out of the way. The day is saved, and Andrea finally tells Bruce the truth of what's going on. Later that night, when she was dropped off, the mob demanded their money, but Carl couldn't get it in time.
As soon as the European banks open, I'll have the whole amount wired to you.
He doesn't have the money, though, and it would take some time to get. Andrea tells him that Bruce proposed to her.
So why don't you just ask him for the money?
Yeah.
They didn't want to get him involved. I don't know. But she said the mob still wanted more, and to get revenge, her father became the Phantasm. Or maybe someone related to him, who if their voice was altered, maybe would sound like him? Again, this is why I love Keach voicing both parts. Well, talking about fathers and dead people is pretty hot. Want to make out? Ooh. Leave a tie on the door, sir. So after they bat-banged, yeah, again, wearing that PG rating like a badge of honor, Bruce makes a discovery looking at an old picture of the mobsters. Again, this reveal is awesome.
Oh no.
The Penguin! I love seeing people's reactions to this. It's both a mixture of laughter and, oh shit, everything just got worse.
And to think our tax money goes to pay those jerks.
I always love, too, there's one moment where Hamill loses the Joker voice. It's when he visits Reed and he says the words, "to find out."
What do you want? To find out who's iced the old gang. To find out, to find out, to find out.
I don't know why, I always thought that was really cool. Just as Joker tries to get answers from Reed, Batman does the same after he's injected with laughing toxin. It makes for an intimidating, but also pretty funny scene.
Why did the Joker meet with you? He thinks you're involved. Why?
And why are our tongues fire hydrant red? Seriously, they're glowing in the dark! He reveals that he got involved with the mob, and when he couldn't pay them back, he handed over Carl's location because he was his accountant.
You sold him to the mob.
I was broke, desperate. They said all they wanted was their money back.
I offered them all Rolexes, it did nothing! Batman goes to Andrea's apartment to get more answers, but she's not in. Suddenly, the telephone rings. Miss Beaumont!
There's no use jumping out the window this time.
The Joker tries to blow up her place, but Batman stops it, and we finally learn what happened after she and her father fled.
Dad?
Oh, I knew we shouldn't have hit at Falcone Estates. Back in modern day, the Joker gets a little, the scene explains itself.
What do you say, hon? Feeling the old electricity tonight?
I don't know what's more disturbing, the fact that the Joker would bang a robot or the fact that we have no problem believing he would. We're given the big reveal that the Phantasm was in fact the whole time Andrea.
So you figured it out.
I kind of love how the extra padding to disguise her figure just flies off when she loses the mask. That's some dedicated sewing right there. While the animation in this movie is great, it's spectacular in the last third. The fights, the smoke effects, the expressions, everything about this climax is really impressive. Even the sound design. I know it doesn't get talked about much, but a good chunk of this climax and a lot of the film's action sequences also works because everything sounds as massive as it looks. Okay, that was a T-Rex, but you get the idea. It sounds just as good.
Yeah.
Batman gets there just in time to stop the Joker from chopping her into pieces. You owe me a bike. They have a good argument about justice and vengeance that, again, is mirrored in future Nolan movies, and she makes a good point about what a thin line it is between what they do.
What will vengeance solve?
If anyone knows the answer to that, Bruce, it's you.
I like, too, he doesn't have a witty comeback. Something like that is saved later when there's a speech from Alfred. I think I always liked a Batman who's smart and doesn't always get duped, yet doesn't have everything figured out either.
Leave, Andy. Now.
Jesus, Miss Ho's
Whoa.
self-defense class for girls is next level shit!
Yeah.
I actually love how it's never revealed how she performs these tricks, but it's still done within a cloud of smoke. Not just adding to the Phantasm's look, but also showing it's probably just an illusion we haven't figured out yet. We're given a really fun fight with the Joker, almost mirroring a Godzilla-style climax, when Batman knocks his tooth out, somehow making him funnier than he already is. Even when shit gets real, you can't help but laugh at that ridiculous gap in his teeth. Joker says he's gonna blow up the amusement park, but Batman stops him from escaping, meaning they're all gonna get blown sky high. And I'm really glad I can go into spoilers with this one because, man, I was sick of cropping this shot whenever I wanted to talk about the most epic Joker laugh. While we're on the subject, this is the most epic Joker laugh. It really does show how far Andrea has fallen as she basically chooses revenge over saving her true love. Though he gets out pretty much through dumb luck. Bruce and Alfred remark on how far gone she is.
Vengeance blackens the soul, Bruce. I always feared you would become that which you fought against.
Alfred has always been fatherly, but again, this really has a Nolan feel to it. I'm honestly questioning more and more how much he might have been inspired by this.
But Andrea fell into that pit years ago. And no one, not even you, could have pulled her back.
Andrea decides, screw it, she's going on vacation. But she can't take a vacation away from herself as she says her most emo line.
Do you want to be alone?
I am.
So alone!
Batman broods alone as well, but at least the city forgives him. Either that or he blackmailed Reed to get him off the hook. And we end again with some of the most chilling music in anything Batman.
There he goes. Oh, so awesome.
And that's said to be the most authentic Batman movie, and honestly, I can't disagree with them. Like I said, if I had one issue, I wish the mystery was a little stronger. I mean, I feel like we could have put on a better mystery. Again?
Go Phantasm.
Don't worry, Critic. I'll get him.
Got him! Oh my god, I've had enough of this.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see who this Phantasm really is.
It's gonna be Tamara. What?
What?
That's right. It was me the whole time.
That makes no sense!
Yeah, I for sure thought that it was me.
It was all part of my diabolical plan, you see. I went to extreme measures to look like Tamara.
But how?
I spray painted my wrist white and wrote diabetic.
Then what?
I altered my voice to sound like a lower version of your voice.
Okay, how the hell did your height change when you put on the mask?
Well, I have to have some secrets.
This is the stupidest mystery I've ever been a part of.
Exactly! Nobody's expecting a great mystery because it's a review show.
Oh, and since we did an okay one, or even any mystery at all, it's pretty impressive.
It's not even an okay one.
You didn't see it coming.
Okay, maybe the mystery in this is a little better than I thought. While Batman would often do detective stories, this is one of the few that offers a mystery you can solve on your own. Even The Batman is him solving a case, but you aren't given the clues to figure it out. In this one, you are. And it's still the only Batman movie to do that. Also, as many critics have pointed out, this is much more of an adult Batman movie than the adult Batman movies that were being made. But it is still meant for older kids as a starting point. And I think older kids would find this a decent mystery. And yeah, as I've learned, writing a mystery can be more difficult than I thought. It also might be the shortest Batman movie, with a running time of only 75 minutes, so it doesn't overstay its welcome. If anything, it had a huge advantage because the characters were already set up from the show. But even if they weren't, you could get what they were about very quickly. When I think of something that encompasses the essence of what Batman is over the years, I do think of the animated series, and this movie is lumped in with that. This feels like a film that was underestimated but has really grown a dedicated following over the years as being the truest Batman flick. I can think of no better way to close out Dark Knight month than praising a movie that best represented what The Dark Knight was all about. It pretty much is everything you think of when you think of Batman. I'm the nostalgia critic guy. Remember?
Wait, did you fight me in the hallway earlier?
No. I'm not safe here.
Bro. Bro, get out of there. Jesus Christ. Oh, yeah. That was really good. For real, that was like really cool, man. Like I said, man, it's been a long time since I've seen this movie. I really need to go rewatch it. I'm gonna go rewatch it right now. But like, yeah, it's like one of the few Batman movies, probably like the only Batman movie where it's like, oh, you figure it out, you know? Well, at the same time, you know, Batman and, you know, he's trying to figure it out too, you know? That is really cool, you know? And yeah, like some stuff in that, like, man, you would not think was in a PG movie. Like, you would think like that was, like, especially that guy getting crushed by a statue in his own grave. Like, that's something that you would think you'd see in a PG-13 movie. Hell, probably a rated R movie, you know? Like, yeah, like I said, the only parts that I remember were, of course, Alfred's reaction to first time seeing Bruce as Batman and the Joker shows up. You know, those are the only parts that I remembered. But like, yeah, like I said, I really need to rewatch this movie. It looks really good, and yeah, you can like put together that like, yeah, it was his ex girlfriend that she was a phantasm. You know. That is pretty messed up. That like, oh, it was the freaking toy spoiled it. It's just like recently now with the Marvel movies, they freaking go as far as to look at the toys and the action figures for spoilers. Uh, it's just, why would you do that? Why would you spoil the movie like that? Like, I get that it's just kids' toys, but at the same time, like, come on, man. Yeah, anyway, yeah, that's it. That's my reaction to Batman Mask of the Phantasm by Nostalgia Critic. And everyone, take care of yourselves and each other, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.